My name is Katie Pascoe. I'm a Riding Warehouse sponsored athlete and I'm a WPRA barrel racer. I got into rodeo quite naturally. My dad and my mom both rodeoed. My grandfather was a world champion steer wrestler and my dad later on became a world champion steer wrestler himself, and my mom barrel raced at the rodeos. My sister and I grew up going to junior rodeos, high school rodeos, college rodeos, and so just the progression was quite natural for me to just move on into and continue into professional barrel racing. And we have a very, very small kind of breeding program that we have here, raising a couple colts every year, and I get to enjoy seeing that process through and riding them at the futurities, and then if they prove good enough onto the rodeos. And so I'm very fortunate to be able to compete on horses right now at the rodeos that we've raised, and so that's a really special and rewarding thing to get to do. Going to the rodeos, I think it's most of our goal to qualify to go to the National Finals Rodeo at some point, and that's been a really big dream of mine ever since getting to see my dad be there and compete there and kind of going through that whole process as a family. That's a huge goal, but really truly I want to get the best out of the horses that we raise and to find success in whatever arena, be it the futurity arena or the professional rodeo arena. I really enjoy every step of the process of making a barrel horse. So going to many different rodeos a year requires obviously a lot of travel time, a lot of time in the trailer for the horses, and then a lot of downtime, or maybe not a lot of downtime depending on how many rodeos you're trying to go to in a weekend. And so I've learned that it's really important to establish a consistent, and for me, I prefer kind of a simple pre and post race routine for my horses to help them get warmed up pre-race, and then again to help them cool down post-race and get them comfortable before they have to get in the trailer to go to the next rodeo. So I do like to keep things fairly simple, just so that the horses kind of know what to expect. And then also I feel like there are so many products out there, and there are so many wonderful products, and it's really easy to get caught up in not feeling like you have to always have like the next greatest thing. And so to avoid that, I try to stay relatively simple and just straightforward and use the modalities that I feel like work the best for my horses and for me. So I always haul my horses with cloud boots on in the trailer. This adds just a little bit of extra cushion under their feet. And then when you get them out of the trailer at any rodeos, you might be on concrete or you might be on really hard ground. No matter where you are, it just adds that little extra layer of protection and helps them to be more comfortable. And then pre-race, I like to put on back on track quick wraps, front and back legs to increase the blood flow and to help just get their legs and their muscles and tendons, ligaments all warmed up. And I leave those on anywhere from about, an hour plus on if I can. And then my other favorite thing that I have is my FlexiNeb nebulizer. I really like using this on my competitive horses. A lot of times I'm just nebulizing saline just to help their airways get opened up, moistened, and I just really feel like it helps them to be able to breathe better right from the get-go, right from the warm-up all the way into competition. And the other thing I really like to have with me, if I have a few extra minutes, just whatever, I have these Roma rubber grooming mitts. They have roller balls on one side and like a little scratchy part on the other side, and I find that my horses usually really prefer one side or the other, but either way, they really like one of these sides. And it really, if I have a horse that's a little bit more anxious, I can take some time and just really rub on them and get them to feel a little more relaxed before I get on. Just anything I can do to make them happy and comfortable. And I also use it post-race as well to massage their muscles with the rollerball side. I really like to be able to spend some time with my horses post-race if I have time, which I usually do, or I always try to make time. I like to get them properly cooled out after I run, let their heart rate come down, let their breathing kind of get back to normal, and then I bring them back to the trailer and offer them some water. I've really liked using these horse hydrators being as many places as we go, the water can taste different everywhere you are. Even the water out of your horse trailer can sometimes taste a little different to them than it does at home. And these horse hydrators really help to remove that funky taste. My horses drink really well from these, and they attach easily to just a regular hose. And they last a really long time. So I have these in my trailer. I have multiples in my trailer. And I really like to do some ice therapy after I run, so I really like these Professional Choice ice cells. There are a lot of ice boots out on the market. I find just like, again, the simplicity of just a regular old ice cell pack stuck in the freezer, and then securing them with these Professional Choice combo bandages. And then usually, if I have some available, I like to just line the leg underneath this ice cell with just a really thin layer of gauze or like a paper towel or just something to just create just a really thin barrier between the ice and the skin. And so I'll leave those on for 20-25 minutes or until the ice is melted and the leg is cooled off. And then after that, I love this Soar No More poultice to put on their legs to take out any additional heat. If there would happen to be any swelling, it's going to work on drawing that out. It's a clay-based product that just easily applies and washes off super easily with just regular water. Comes off real easy. I'm Katie Pascoe, and you can find all of these awesome products at ridingwarehouse.com.